Jeepers here. I'm taking a very quick overview of the product manager. This is one of calguy's modules strictly for doing some e-commerce stuff. So this aspect of it is just actually looking after your inventory and catalog. Just going to collapse the side menu here. It's found under content and then just look for product manager once you have it installed. And here we're just looking at some products that are in place right now. There's a few different things. So the name is what you click on if you need to edit an existing one. The heads up display kind of dashboard here gives you the price and the status, whether it's published or not. And your bulk actions, you have available delete, set as draft, set as disabled, set as published. Setting as disabled and draft basically just means that it won't be visible to the public, but it's still available to you to bring back later or do some edits if you're still working on that particular one. Delete, of course, gets rid of it, and set as published just means that it's live and can be viewed by somebody on the front end of the site. Some other things that can be clicked on. So the edit link is the same as clicking on the name. This one, product options. So product options, if you get into like selling t-shirts that come in multiple sizes and colors, those would be your product options especially if they have pricing differences in them. Copying, so you can copy an existing product and then edit to make changes. So if everything's similar except for a few things, that's just a nice shortcut for you. Adding an item, which is the same as editing, really. This will give you an overview of things that can be done in here. So the name, your price, a description. Description can contain images, anything else that you would edit on a page, you can edit within the product details. Images. So you can go through and add multiple images. So this takes us to the uploads folder right away. We can then go to images, and in our case, I may have moved them somewhere else. I have a products folder. So I'll go in there. It may take a little bit to load initially, depending on how many images you have in there. There we go. These are existing images. You can change the view just so you can read more about what the image is. Might be more helpful. And then if you have to upload, just do a browse. It'll open up on your computer and you can attach one image at a time. And then you select from the list, and that would make that image the image for that product. Again, depending on the time. And if you don't want it, just click delete. Advance. So digital images, whether you're selling services, a SKU, which comes in handy for inventory purposes, adding a weight for shipping, taxable, searchable, all these different things. So if we need to apply a tax, we have to have that included in it. And then these URL related items, really it's just some additional info that you can make use of. Ultimately, that is it for products. You can also do categories. So if, let's say you were doing clothing and you were doing collectibles and doing antiques and other stuff, you could set up different categories for them that would just enable you to call a specific category to a specific page. Just helps keep things a little bit more organized. Item hierarchy, we won't worry about. And fields, we can always add additional fields, so documents and stuff like that. And these are just things to do with the stuff that can tie into the e-commerce side of it and setting the general preferences. So that's products overview. Just very basic. It doesn't touch getting into templates and stuff like that. That's all more from the developer designer end. Anything's possible there. It's just a matter of spending the time putting it in place and getting your personal preferences reflected in the code.